Hey yo, what's the word? What's poppin'? What's the deal, my babies? It's your boy Tay, aka Podcast Tay. And man, we got a lot to talk about and discuss today, man. You know, man, I hope y'all week going good so far. Keep pushing through it, man. Keep pushing through it. You know what I mean? Shoot, hoping for some better damn sleep, really. I don't know what's up with sleep lately, man. It just telling you, after I just wasn't a kid no more, it's been some dark days on that sleep tip. But yeah, man, we got a lot to get into today, man. What's the word today? What's on the flow today? You know, what's the deal today? All of that. So man, we got a very exciting UFL update. We got some Lions news, and we're gonna get into this Jared Goff conversation and everything, like I said before. And then also we got the MSE check, and that the MSE check is Michigan State and Eastern. Them the three teams we gonna mainly cover. Bit of a slower season on the college news tip, unless you're a blue chipper, which kind of Michigan is at that kind of point where you could almost say that. So we got a Michigan update out of the MSE check, and yeah, man, get locked, get loaded. And let's get right into it, man. Let's do the exciting news first, man. So you guys already know that the UFL was something that I said was it was something we was gonna start covering on this channel. I ran into a couple of the UFL guys, like two guys from the Michigan Panthers before, cool dudes and everything like that. And so and really just the product they've been putting out on the field, man. Like I said, if you are, I hope you tuned in. If you're an NFL fan, this was not the year to be stubborn and to hate on it. This was the year to get into it and indulge in it, because they had a really good product out there. I mean, they got some guys out there who we definitely need to see on Sundays, and that goes into basically what we're going to talk about right now. And I'm so excited for this update. But the Detroit Lions feel the same way as I do. They do. They feel the same way as me. And now they just signed two UFL players. So, man, we're going to clap it up for them, man. Shout out to them, and shout out to the Lions for getting on board with this UFL, man. Like I told you, it is a good product out there. They got some guys out there. A bit about Lucky Jackson. Lucky Jackson caught 32 passes for 392 yards and 2 touchdowns this spring with the Kings. He also played on the Minnesota Vikings practice squad. Tariq Black, former Michigan Wolverine. Oh man, this is also a MSE check in a way, but we got to bring that back up in the MSE check. But so Tariq Black, former Michigan Wolverine, hauled in 27 passes for 388 yards and 3 touchdowns during the UFL championship run. And Tay Martin. Okay, so it's 3 guys: Lucky Jackson, Tariq Black, Tay Martin. And Tay Martin, third ranked UFL with 42 receptions, 483 yards for the Aviators this past season. So they got 3 guys. Tariq Jackson was 32 for 392, 2 touchdowns, played in Minnesota. Tariq, former Michigan Wolverine, 27 passes for 388 yards, 3 touchdowns during the championship run for the UFL. And then Tay Martin, ranked 3rd in the UFL, 42 receptions, and 7th with 483 receiving yards for the Aviators this past season. So, did we just secure some starters? No, we did not. But what I will say is this. I'm taking these numbers from the UFL with a grain of salt in both ways for all of these guys. Because I will say this much. Granted, it's the UFL. Granted, the numbers, you know, he's not putting up 1,000 yards, this and that. They play less games. And the quarterback play. I'll be honest with you, like, some of these guys, if they had a Patrick Mahomes or a Jared Goff or a Josh Allen, you know what I mean? One of these better guys, a Justin Herbert, somebody, a real quarterback throwing them the ball, I'm pretty sure they look a little different. I'm pretty sure they look a little different. So on this team, I'm not sure that they'll get their genuine shot, but what I do think is going to happen is that it can definitely be the catalyst for something good for those guys, because if they can do what they can do on Sundays and stuff like that, I see no reason for them not to get a great shot on another team or be like that a guaranteed fourth receiver, have a fourth or fifth spot receiver. So that's what I kind of think the future of it is for them. Glad we picked them up after the Kendrick Law situation. I think the Lions have actually accepted who they are. I'm not saying that they don't want to have a dominant defense. I know they want to have a dominant defense, but I still think that they want to continue to strengthen the strength. I don't think that's a conspiracy or a theory anymore. I think we can pretty much say that they want to strengthen the strength. I think that's confirmed. I mean, I think that when they look at everything they have, when they look at the history, I think they lay their heads on their pillows a lot better at night when they add to that offense versus trying to revamp the defense. I'm not sure, but all I know is I'm sitting here thinking how many receivers do we even have? So now we got 3 receivers plus how many we got that actually play. Okay, so I guess when you consider NFL offenses, I guess we aren't going receiver heavy. I guess in a way we aren't, because you can have 3 on the field at once. So anything happens to one, you are kind of in a deep hole. So yeah, I ain't gonna go as far as to say I guess they pushing, but they definitely want to make sure that Jared Goff has everything he needs. Maybe that's more so what it is. And I'm okay with that. If you want to make sure that nobody's a bum that Goff throws it to, okay. I mean, considering they're unsigned, they came from the UFL. It's not like the Lions are spending boatloads of money on these guys, so I'm not mad at it. I guess I'm not mad at it when I really sit and digest it. There's nothing wrong with that per se. Yeah, hopefully they can do something good with that opportunity. And I can't wait to see him. Hopefully they prove us wrong. But like I say, I think out of all the teams, you can pretty much call the Lions wide receiver you. And I don't know, maybe that is the idea. Maybe they understand this NFL, and this is what you got to do when you got a non-mobile quarterback. And when I was saying earlier, it's not the fact that I'm getting on the Lions for doing that, but it's just kind of if you got a high-powered offense and an average defense, or a 7 out of 10, well, I guess it's average, but just a 8 out of 10 defense or something like that. Something like that. Why not? You got to be good somewhere. Something gonna be strong. It's hard to have a elite offense and an elite defense. Those teams are rare to come by, and sometimes those teams don't even win at all. So I'm not mad at it. Cool. Give Goff everything he needs. Cool. Bet. Speaking of Goff, and that being the end of the UFL update, Jared Goff. So we're going to do this in 2 parts. We're going to start with the question first. And then after I get y'all comments and stuff, we can go to battle or, whatever. I give you the answer. So last week, about 3 days straight, maybe even that whole weekend. Half that week. So Jared Goff was brought up in the news, and it was all basically questioning him, right? Questioning Goff. And then, of course, the QB list come out, right? The QB list come out, and, some people got Goff. Honestly, this is probably the worst I've seen Goff on the QB list. Actually, it's always some disrespect, so it's not the worst. But my question is this to you guys, and now mind you, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a setup question. Because I got everything I need to hold you. I'm just letting you know that now. So before you answer, think real carefully about what you're gonna say. Now, if you have a preference as to quarterbacks you like better than Goff, fine, cool. I completely understand the game. I understand the mobility thing. I understand that. But my problem is, why in the world do we keep looking at numbers and then having conversations on who is actually the best? Like, I don't understand this, because the sad part is I see it around Detroit. I see it nationally. I don't see anybody, when it comes to this quarterback shit, just read the numbers and just say he's one of the damn best. Why can't you just say he's one of the best? Just admit it. All y'all do is bring up a whole bunch of opinionated shit, make it sound strong as hell, and ignore the numbers. Some of you got enough balls to acknowledge the numbers and then still place guys who aren't as good statistically, factually over him. So I just want to know, what's the problem with Goff? That's all I want to know. What is your problem with him? What's your problem? Because any of the guys that y'all say are better than him aren't even as accomplished. Aren't as decorated. Like, yes, you got some guys who won some individual awards over him. And I'm not saying that's not something to brag on. I'm not at all. But what I am saying is, in totality, overall, no, Goff does not have an MVP. I get that. Cool. But y'all put guys over Goff that also don't have MVPs and don't come close to him in yards, in completion percentage, in touchdowns, in wins, in anything. But for some reason, I seen this man low as his jersey number, 16. Literally the 50th percentile, the lower 50th, like you put this man at half. Goff, well, what about when he's under pressure? He's number 3 in completion under the blitz. What are you talking about? You guys see shit and you just make up what happened in your head. You see one sack and it'd be like, Goff can't stand up against the blitz. He's number 3 in the whole NFL. So let me tell you what that means just for as far as the blitz goes. You got one guy, you got another guy. You got Goff and the rest of the NFL. How he can't stand up versus the blitz? Go Google it right now. Before you type, Google everything. Before you type to me, Google every damn thing I just said and look at the numbers. So like I say, if you don't like this man, that's one thing. But this year, damn it, I'm not going to have it. We are not going to destroy this man for what he is doing. We're not going to act like he's not doing what he is literally doing. We're not. Not this year. And I'm going to make sure that don't happen. Because it be you little Allen fans and you, what's the other one? Allen fans, Lamar fans, Burrow fans. You can't get through them. You got an Allen fan, a Lamar fan, or a Burrow fan, don't bother spitting no damn facts. Just don't. It'd be crazy. People with bigger channels than me will look at numbers in every situation, every sport, baseball, hockey, hell, the World Cup. I see everybody break down numbers. Then we get to this quarterback shit. Everybody go get opinionated and call it a fact. We're not doing that shit. We're not doing that shit. Y'all opinions, y'all preferences are not facts. So let's get that right now. And we're not doing it here. We're not doing it here. Say some BS, I will gladly embarrass you. Just telling you. So, we're not doing that. I want to see what you guys gonna say. This is part 1 of this. You guys get a chance to respond, and then I get a chance to hold the fuck out of you. Because like I say, outside of preference, you cannot call him worse than number 3 overall. Number 3 versus the blitz. What is it? Number 1 in wins, number 1 in passing, number 2 in completion percentage. He's not anything lower than 3 in anything you can do as a quarterback except for rushing. And I'll be damned if you ain't got a person on the field whose job it is to run the football. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? And so, let's keep going. Because actually, it's not over. It's one more thing. This one pissed me off. I seen somebody say, Goff, you can't put Goff anywhere in the... Let's really get into this one. I like this one a lot. You can't put Goff anywhere in the NFL and he'll win. He can't go anywhere and win, right? Okay. This nigga went to the Detroit Lions, and look where we at now. Now, hold on, listen. They said, too, it's more so his weapons. Oh, I've been waiting for somebody to say that BS. Look, why don't we discredit Joe Burrow's second year, his rookie-ish season, because, you know, he had the injury. Why don't we discredit Joe Burrow's success for having the best wide receiving trio in all of football? Probably one of the best wide receiving trios in wide receiving trio history. Why don't we discredit Joe? When Joe had the best wide receiver duo prior to us having, arguably, even one better one, you know, if you want to say one's better than the other, whatever. But we only going to discredit Jared Goff for having some good weapons. Now, if I say that about Burrow, you will say, well, who gets Jamar Chase the ball? Do we got another quarterback? Somebody else playing quarterback? Is somebody else getting these guys the ball? Let's go into that weapons thing a bit more. What do you mean by weapons? See, y'all don't want to give him his credit, but Jared Goff is on some Tom Brady shit. He's taking guys who was not necessarily supposed to be a one, probably supposed to be decent at best. He's taking guys who are supposed to be decent at best, and then together they're building a bond and making it elite. What about when he had Josh Reynolds? What about when he had Khalif Raymond? What about when he had all these other guys who were here? What was my guy? Everybody, Tim Patrick. What about when he had Tim Patrick? How does Tim Patrick look now? Like, y'all, I don't get it. Y'all just want to do anything except give this man his credit. Amon-Ra St. Brown was a 4th round pick. Nobody else but fucking Brad Holmes was thinking about. That's the truth. Amon-Ra was not projected to be top in shit in the NFL. Chase was. All these other guys that went to LSU, Ohio State, all these other places, Bama, they were supposed to be that. All these 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round receivers, they were supposed to be that. You're going to take Amon-Ra St. Brown, the connection, the hard work that they put in together and say, oh, it's just St. Brown. Oh, it's just J-Mo. Oh, that don't make no damn sense. Because this offense has never been mid with Jared Goff as your quarterback. It's always been top in the league. So what the hell is the problem? Give the man his credit and just keep going. That don't mean you can't have a favorite just because he is who he really is. It's okay. It's okay. You can still love Mahomes. You can still love Burrow. You can still love Allen. You can still love Herbert. You can still love Lawrence. But I'm tired of looking at the end of these seasons at people who are literally 5, 7, 9 places below him, and y'all placing them 6 places above him. Like, let's just stop that shit. Like, I hate having sports conversations with people who ignore reality and don't got no damn sense. Like, I hate having sports conversations with uneducated people. So let's just take this thing serious. Let's acknowledge what he is, and let's just let him have it, bruh. Just let him have it. He's that damn good. Just let him have it. That's all I'm saying. Like, what receiver did he not make 1,000-yard receiver? Which starter? J-Mo, he did it with J-Mo. Laporta, he did it with Laporta. St. Brown, he did it with St. Brown. Which one of his starters is he not feeding? Shit, Gibbs get his in the passing game. This quarterback has no, we just not gonna do it. We not gonna do it. We just not gonna do it. We not gonna ignore reality. We not gonna ignore facts this year. We're just not gonna do it. So, that was a good one. I had a lot of fuel behind that. I can't stand people who will look at some shit and be like, 5 plus 5 is 10. Man, I think 5 plus 5 is 78 when you really think about it. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's only 10. You get 2 5s, you got 10. That's the only way it's going to go. But it's like, y'all kill me. Then it's like, y'all say Justin Jefferson is better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? Because it's just the weapons that make up Goff. What the hell happened to J.J. McCarthy? What happened to he had J motherfucking Jettas. 10 ice chains. Some gold teethers. He on all that. He on all that. He on all that. So it's like, what happened? You got Justin Jefferson, right? So that's it. You won. You won. Or is it not that easy? All right, so this one is fun. So I got in a little debate online. It was a video of that rookie, I guess. He was rapping and everything like that. And I commented on it. I basically said that I miss back when football players used to just play football. And I got into a heated, I done had like 15, 16 people commenting back and forth, saying stuff to me, whatever. So I kind of just want y'all views on that. How do y'all feel about players having off-field activities and stuff like that? Because I feel like we've completely derailed just the original work ethic of the NFL, of the NBA, of some of these leagues, and stuff like that. So, if you've watched, my stance is that I don't really like it. I'm not saying never. Like, I get it. At the end of the day, an outlet is an outlet. If you golf, you take 2 hours golfing, you take 2 hours golfing. You take 2 hours rapping, you take 2 hours rapping. But I will just say this much. I think the NFL, these players, these young guys are carrying the regular world mindset of work-life balance, and I should do this and I can do that and this and that. And it's just like, when you make more money being mid or even bad than a person may ever see in their lifetime who live to be 80, it's supposed to come with certain responsibilities and a certain work ethic. And it's just like, when I look at the greats, when I look at Brady, when I look at Brian, when I look at some of these guys, it's like, I just don't recall so many guys having basically a whole nother career doing something. Like, if you made a song, I'm not mad at you for making a song. If you pop up on a podcast talking sports, I'm not mad that you do that. But when you got a consistent thing you doing, you know what I mean, and all the work it goes into, and maybe you love it, people just don't want to accept the fact that if you put more work in, you can get a better result. Like, people just are so stuck looking at what's good enough, they don't look at what more they can put in. And that's just what I don't see in guys anymore. Like, it's always just good enough for a contract, just good enough to stay on the field, just good enough to, it just seemed like we in a league of just good enough. Like, I don't see guys, and it used to be real. Guys who used to eat, sleep, shit, football. I wake up as football. I go to sleep as football. At football is football. Everywhere I go is football. I'm watching film. I'm working out. I'm trying to get 3 workouts in a day and 2 film sessions. Like, you look at guys like Brady, like literally from the time he go back like that, it's all football. Or LeBron, it's all basketball. KD, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of these off the field obligations. Like, and then too, y'all can say what y'all want to about me, but whoever is number 1 at their position is not doing this. They just not. They not. You can say what you want to, but who is number 1 at their position don't have a podcast. They not rappers. And if they are, I mean, hell, be number 1 and then start rapping. Like, I just don't get why everything, you just got to be able to do everything at all times. Like, why can't you wait until you accomplish some shit? Like, what's wrong with waiting? We can't wait on shit no more. Everything got to be right there, right now. Nobody want to wait like, okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm going to just wait for this. Okay, yep, see when I'm going to do this first. I'm going to focus. I'm going to lock in. I'm going to get my footing real good up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to figure some stuff out. I'm already new, so let me be the first to figure out some stuff. Let me just focus on that for a second. Because these motherfucking microphones not going nowhere, man. They not. They going to keep making them. Y'all going to keep buying them. They ain't going nowhere. So, like, to me, I guess I'm just saying if I'm a rookie, I'm already behind. I don't give a damn which rookie you are. You behind because you're a rookie. Why not try to be ahead? Like, that's just me. If I get that opportunity to do something, a percent of people make it in, I personally take not giving that motherfucker. I'm not getting out my seat. That's all I'm saying. I'm not getting out my seat. I'm going to figure out some new stuff I need to go be doing. Like, I'm done for the day, I guess. Let's see, who the fastest receiver? J-Mo, okay. Let me see if I can do something to get my damn time down on my speed or something. Like, I know I'm going hard, but damn it, it gotta be another level. It just gotta be. I can't think of no new workouts. Fuck it, I'll just try to get them done faster. I'll just try to do some more reps. I'll just try to watch some more film. Who's better than me? Who's the best to ever do it? Why was he the best? Like, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying these guys aren't doing these things, but I'm saying once you hit that time where you about to spend 2 to 5 hours bullshitting, like, you could still be working. That's all I'm saying. And when you making $1 million, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, I just personally don't think that's just too much to ask. I don't think that's doing too much. Like, y'all don't work at the plant with everybody else who's saying that. Like, y'all listening to plant workers and people who would never be in your position root and say, yeah, you should have it like we have it. No, the hell you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. They're regular people. No, they're not. Like, literally, they're not. Like, they deserve to be respected and blah, blah, blah. But for the money you make, what you required to do, how you get to do it, that's not a normal person. It's just not. So, all right. So, on to the MSE check. And we have Michigan news this time. So, Michigan fans, let's be easy. Let's try to pilot this ship. Let's try to talk facts. And can y'all just accept it, man? Like, listen, I can't keep fighting with y'all, man. It's like, y'all, anytime I address something Michigan related, it's about 17 to 30 comments I gotta do, and then about 4 videos, and I'ma just be real, Michigan fans, I ain't got it in me, man. I got other stuff to do today. I'm not fighting with y'all, so I just need y'all to sit on the big boy chair, you know, sit on the high chair today. We gonna get it done. Just let's do it right. Let's just accept facts and keep going. So, U of M is targeting a 3-star quarterback, and he is coming next year. They just flipped him. He's supposed to be committing and coming next year. And then prior to that, And that's for next year. And then prior to that, a week before that, they had a 5-star that is supposed to be coming in 2028. I say that and bring that up because I don't think they believe in Bryce. These aren't signings that's supposed to help him compete. These are signings that are supposed to be options. Remember, they got a new head coach, and I'll be real, I don't think he believes. Like every week I've been hearing quarterback buzz. And the year keeps getting sooner. Like the time frame keeps getting sooner. And then the recruit keeps getting bigger. And so these are primed years of Bryce Young's career in college. So I want to ask, or I ain't even got to ask this, but I'll just say after this, man, Bryce Underwood, the whole Bryce Underwood era could be over if he doesn't perform this year. So it raises some questions, that being the case. So one of the questions is he worth the money? Highest paid in the NIL. Is he worth it? No. You had to have done good that year too for it to be worth it. Now, if he brings him a chip or something this year, then you're worth it. You do some big stuff this year, you're worth it. But as of right now, no. Now, number 2, the most important question. Is Bryce Underwood as good as we thought, or was he all hype? No matter what, my philosophy is you let guys play before y'all say they just a phenom and the greatest and this and that, but y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like waiting for anything, which is going to go into my point later. But y'all do remember something did happen now with this Bryce thing, right? Okay, so this goes into what I say, waiting for stuff, being patient, this and that. Remember, where was Bryce supposed to go at first? LSU. You remember? You see where I'm going with this? Now I want to ask you, if Bryce had stuck to LSU and did not get greedy chasing the money that U of M had provided, would we be seeing a different quarterback? If Bryce Underwood would have went to that passing school that would have built him up more. Think of the history of them, Burrow. You got a plethora of receivers. I don't have to. They might be wide receiver you in college. I don't even got time to go out of those receivers. But Jettas, all of that, you get the picture. But you go to Michigan instead for what was it, $6.5 more million at the time. I think something around there. And then they don't groom you as a passer, though, because that's not what Michigan does. Now, I said, when all of this happened, I said, man, that's stupid. That boy should go on to LSU, get better, get polished up, become a better passer of the football, because it's going to make him better for the NFL. That's what I said. You already getting, what was he getting, $4.5 million or something like that from LSU at the time? But Michigan offered him 11. Everybody told me, no, he need to get his money. He need to get his money. Get it now. Get it now. Get it now while you can get it. Get it now while you can get it. Well, what happened now that he got it now since he could get it? How's he looking? Because we saw the potential. We saw it in high school. I'm not calling him ass. But my question is, was it worth the money with what we see now? And could we be seeing a different player? But see, people, y'all just, like I say, you don't want to wait for nothing. Now, how much money, if this doesn't work out, how much money would he have missed? Since he didn't want to sacrifice that $4-5 million or whatever the case may have been, how many millions would it have stopped him from being a first-round QB pick? You see what I'm saying? And then let me take it a step further. How would that second contract have looked? And how much money would that have been compared to this $10.5 million he just had to have when you were just so sure that you were going to the NFL anyway? So what did you really do? This right now mentality got to stop, and then we do it. And I think we missed the part, because this continues to happen with these kids. Imani Bates, Bryce Underwood, Mikey Williams. List goes on. We give all these little teenagers literally the keys to the world. These teenagers making money that, over 99% of adults ain't never gonna make. And that ain't even the last of it for where they can go. But we give it all to them, and we give them all this access, and they do everything adults do. People in they arena with that's 27, 32, 35, 41. They at the same places doing the same thing, X, Y, and Z, and don't nobody see the problem with how these kids turn out. Nobody gets that correlation. Maybe kids with that much money and fast cars and this and that, all these DUIs popping up and stuff. Where you think that's coming from? All these people getting arrested. Everybody young as hell with a bunch of damn money. And I ain't saying I want them to not have no money and stuff like that, but what I am saying is that when you're that young, I'm just saying that I always see the better situation in the fact that with patience, let me rephrase that. I always see it turn out better for these kids when they got some type of patience and when they don't get it all at once. Like, it's just too much, and we don't like to accept the fact that it's too much for some of these 17, 18, 19, 21, 20-year-olds. Like, think about y'all, man. Everybody grow different. Every 20-year-old ain't ready for $1 million. So it's like, no, man. And it goes back into the other point. Like, people just want to be good enough to get whatever the biggest amount they can get right now. That's the only thing that matters. And we need to stop that. But let me see something. That was a funny video for the day, man. Let's get into the announcements right quick before we wrap up. Announcements, man. Ladies, your time is coming, as I said before. Football 1-on-1 for y'all. That's coming out soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be a lot bigger than what you think. And, man, to all of the people who support me, I just want to take this time out to say thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As always, man, it helps the channel. They put all these barriers on you now for you to be able to do anything. So it's like you gotta do that stuff in order to even function as a full-time influencer, podcaster, content creator, whatever you want to say. So it makes it real. They try to make it real hard on us, man. So please, man, show some love, like, comment, subscribe, and keep fucking with your boy. Opening day, we will be downtown. We will have free merch there. It's gonna be a great time, man. You guys are gonna love it, and it's a lot more coming to this channel, man. You guys are stick with your boy Tay, trust me. But that's all we got for right now. It's your boy Tay, aka Podcast Tay. Fuck with your boy. Follow for more. You know where you're getting it from anyway.